Good evening and welcome to Thursday's edition of the Regional News. The Secretary General of the Caribbean Community, CARACOM, says the issue of reparations for the transatlantic slave trade is a priority for the 15-member regional integration grouping. Addressing the four-day Accra Reparations Conference, which entered its second day on Wednesday, Dr. Carla Barnett said CARICOM leaders have agreed that collaboration with Africa on reparations is critical to moving the reparations justice agenda forward. The conference has brought together many African heads of state and government, alongside scholars, legal experts, and representatives of civil society organizations. The CARICOM Secretary General, in a video address, said the regional leaders welcomed the update that the African Union is also seeking to develop a common position on reparations and a roadmap for future collaboration with the African diaspora on reparatory justice. The Accra Reparations Conference is therefore timely to facilitate dialogue on the reparations agenda, she said, adding that Caribbean leaders have tabled important proposals for cooperation with the African Union on reparations. Now for news in Jamaica. The Home Circuit Court on Wednesday sentenced two men to a combined total of nearly 38 years in jail after they were charged in the murders of the 10-month-old daughter of the Member of Parliament, Philip Paulwell, and her mother, who had been reported missing since September this year. Toshnaya Patterson and her daughter Saraya had been reported missing since they left their home in St. Andrew on the southeastern end of the island on September 9. The court sentenced one of the men to 30 years in prison on each of the two counts of murder, and he would have to serve a minimum of 20 years in prison before being eligible for parole. The unidentified man was also sentenced to 1 year and 10 months in prison on each of the two counts of kidnapping of the infant and her mother. The sentences are to be served concurrently. The other man implicated in the murders has been sentenced to 7 years and 10 months in prison for the offense of accessory before the fact. He was also charged with 2 counts of conspiracy to kidnap and misprision of a felony. The sentences are not yet known. Following this international story, we tell you that fighting is ongoing after Israeli forces launched a raid early Wednesday morning on Al-Shifa, Gaza's largest hospital, accusing Hamas of operating from tunnels beneath the vast complex, a claim denied by the militant group and hospital officials. Israel said its soldiers have uncovered what the army is calling military equipment used by Hamas during a raid at Al-Shifa Hospital, which Hamas has also rejected. U.S. President Joe Biden accused Hamas of committing a war crime for operating what the United States and Israel claim is a command nod at Al-Shifa Hospital. The UN humanitarian agency chief said carnage in Gaza reaches new levels of horror every day and called for a ceasefire. Meanwhile, the UN Security Council adopted a resolution calling for a series of humanitarian pauses in the territory. I'm RENATA. That's all for now. Thank you for watching.